To determine the number of solutions, we want to look at the slope of each of these equations. So when you look at the slope of the first equation, it's a -2. And we look at the slope of the second equation, it's a 1. And if they happen to be the same, then we would have no solution. But they happen to be different. Since they're different, you're going to have one solution. Now because we're going to have one solution, we're going to have lines that cross each other. So we have what's called a consistent set. And because they cross each other in different directions, they're independent. So you have to look at the, let me erase this, independent. So let's look at this problem, and we want to determine the number of solutions. Well, right now, if I look at the slope of this one is a -3, and the slope is 1, I'm going to have one solution. And so I'm going to prove that by graphing this equation. And I'm going to prove that by, I'm going to change this 10 to just a 1. And I'm going to go to 1, but I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1. And I'm going to draw my line. And then I'm going to do the -2, go up 1, over 1, and I'm going to draw my line. And if you notice, they cross in one spot. That's how we get one solution. Okay, to do this problem, we're going to graph this, but to graph it, we need to get y by itself. So anytime you're trying to get y by itself, you always move the x's the other way and then divide by what's in front of the y. So I'm going to move my 2x over. So I'm going to get a -y equals, and I change it to a -2x minus 1. And I divide by -1 because that's what's in front of the y. And so my red equation is y equals 2x plus 1. Now I'm going to do the blue one by doing the same thing. I'm going to move the 4x over, so that's going to become a -2y equals a -4x plus 6. And then I divide by what's in front of the y. So I divide everything by what's in front of the y, and I'm going to get a 2x minus 3. Now I'm going to graph these equations. So I'm going to start with my +1. I'm going to go up 2 to the right 1 because that's what's underneath. I draw my line. Then I'm going to go to my -3, go up 2 and to the 1, and I'm going to draw it. And if you notice that these lines don't touch, but if you look at the slopes of these equations, which is the same, I know I'm going to have a no solution because the slopes are the same.